win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the football first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help.
Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A strike downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy.
Touchdown, Broncos! And they have the first points of the game.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
They'll run the screen. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Boise State ready to send out that offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback got it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And the Broncos are on the move. Handoff to the single running back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it in the big tight end.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. We'll start this 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Turning it on.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here's the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Something about missed field goals, even long ones like that, a bit demoralizing. Now the offense set up at about the 38-yard line. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Second down, he'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Broncos come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense lining up for a first down play.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pocket breaking down. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Boise State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give to the tailback. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. BYU right back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to pop the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The running back has it. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Best. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Broncos will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Punt is on its way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to run for it. Fighting off the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it does.
Running free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football.
Touchdown Broncos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Sweet cut there. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He'll pull it down. At the 20, he's got space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to him on the ground. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Barges ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. He'll pull it on the read, and this one will be stopped for no gain. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Surging forward on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. And the Broncos buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. The sure hands, it's Welch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Welch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Travis. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And here comes the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, still looking. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass.
You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air, it's Travis. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early. It's week 3.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.